T flip-flop. We call it as a toggle flip-flop. Toggle flip-flop. So because the output of T flip-flop is going to be toggled. We'll see what is meant by this toggle. Before that, let us draw the diagram for the T flip-flop. So we'll construct the circuit diagram or logic diagram of the T flip-flop by using the JK flip-flop. So obviously, usually this is the JK flip-flop, isn't it? So here I will do a very small change. So you can observe by the name, it is going to have the one input, one normal input T, only one T input. Here I will make J equals to K. Here I am going to make J equal to K. J equal to K. That is the both inputs are same. J input and K input both are same. Now this will become the T flip-flop. This will become the T flip-flop. Okay. So now let us check the truth table. Let me check here only. Okay, for clock and T Qn and Qn plus 1. Okay, we're going to have only 4 possibilities here as you're having only one T input, and along with that T we consider the present state as also input as it is a sequential circuit. And if I apply the low clock, here you can observe if I give 0 clock, obviously the output of 2 gates, these 2 gates is what? 1 1. This will be 1 1. For NAND gate, if any one of the input is going to be 0, the output will be what? 1 only. So for SR NAND latch, if the inputs are 1 1, you're going to get what? Memory case. So this will be memory case. So if you observe, for every flip-flop, if you apply the low clock, that's if you apply the logic 0 clock, you're going to get the memory case. For example, you're doing the analysis of the any flip-flop and you got output is 1. For that flip-flop at a particular time you got output is 1, and you want to output that, you want to use that output, the set output for your application, and you want to store that set output for certain time. Then we are going to give the clock is 0. Then you have to give the clock is 0. Then the set output will be remains for the time of entire you are done in your applications. Now let us go for the high clock. For 0 case T equals 0. For T equals 0, if my present state is 0, what is the output? For T equals 0, if my present state is 1, what is the output? Okay, let's check that. First case, I will take T value is what? 0. T value 0, and I am assuming that my present state output is 0. Q 0, then Q bar will become what? 1. Q bar will become 1. Now in this case, this will be 1 and this will be 0. So clock is what? Logic high, clock is 1. So for this NAND gate, the inputs are what? 0 1 1, 0 1 1. So for this case, we are going to get what? Here 1 only. And here also you are having 0 1 0. Here also you are going to get 1 only. So that the output will be what? The output will be memory case. It is a SR latch by using NAND gate. So for this SR latch by using NAND gate, the inputs are 1 1, you're going to get what? Memory case only. So this will be 0 and 1. You'll get 0 1. So the output for this one is what? Memory case only, same as previous output. Qn 0 and Qn plus 1 is what? Here 1 only. Okay, that is why you can also do it for 1. We have done the analysis for the what? 0. I'm assuming that Q value is 0. Now if I assume that Q value is 1, Q value is 1, now this will become 0 and this will become 0 and this is 1. In this case also you are going to get 1 1 only. Again you are going to get memory case only 1 0 only, right? That is for t equals 0. For t equals 0, we are getting what? Memory case. That is, there is no change in the output. No change in the output. It is the same as the previous output only. Same as the previous output only. Okay. Now let's go for the t equals to 1. Let's go for the t equal to 1. High clock and t equal 1. When I apply the t equal 1, if the present state is 0, what is the next state? And for same t equals 1, if the present state is 1, what is the next state? What is the next state? Let's do that analysis now here. Now here we are applying t equal to 1, t equal to 1. And for example, if the present state is 0, if our present state is 0, what is the output? So this is a 0, then the Q complement will become 1. So this will be 0 here and this will be 1 here. Okay. So for this NAND gate, we are getting 3 inputs as 1, 1, 1. You can observe for this NAND gate, you are getting t value 1, clock is 1 and this is what? Q bar. It is also 1. So you are getting the triple 1 here. So for triple 1, ANDing of 1, 1, 1 is what? 1 only. You do it complement, you are going to get 0. So here you will get 0. So here you will get 0. And coming to here, the inputs are t equals to 1, clock is 1 and this value is 0. There is a 1 1 0. ANDing of 1 1 0 is what? 0. If you do it complement, you will get 1 only. Right? So for 0 1, sorry. So for 0 1, for SR latch, by using NAND gate, if I make 0 1, what is the output? Is set or reset? The output is going to be what? If you remember, you will get set output. Isn't it? Dear students, here we got for this is a SR latch by using NAND gate, this circuit, and here we are having the 0 1. So for 0 1 inputs for the SR latch, what is the output you are going to get? Try to answer so that it will be fixed in your mind. My question is for SR latch, if the inputs are 0 1, what is the corresponding output? Hello? Okay. Okay, listen the question. For SR latch, if S equals 0, R equals 1, then the output is option A 0, option B 1, option C memory case, option D invalid case. Option D invalid case. So what is the output? Right, output is what? Option B only. That is 1. We are going to get the output is 1, right? So the output will be 1. So you are going to give the answers if I give the options only. So you will get 1 here. So it is not 0, 1 0, you are going to get 0. And here we are having 0 1, you are going to get 1 only. Okay. Let us check for the next one. That is qn value is 1. If the qn value is 1, what is the output? The present state is 1, then what is the output? This will become 1. Sorry, 1 is right, is 1. And q bar will be 0. So this will be 1 and this will be 0. And here you are going to get what? 1 1 0. For NAND gate 1 1 0 it will be 1. And here 1 1 1, here will be 0. So for SR latch, for S equals to 1, R equals to 1, you are going to get what? A reset output. So it will be 0 and 1. So the output will be 0 here. With the 1, the output will be 0, right? So it's a truth table of the T flip-flop, toggle flip-flop, right? So here you can say that what is the output here? You're getting the complement of the previous output. The T value is 1. The T value is 1, you're getting the complement of the previous output. The output is 0, you're getting 1, it's 1, it's 0. That is, it's toggling from the 0 to 1, it's toggling from the 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, right? So it is called as a toggle flip-flop. You can observe 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. Let's go for the characteristic equation. So here minterms are. Before that, tell me, provide your answer in the chat box. So which type of K-map I needed? 2 variable K-map or 3 variable K-map? Here minterms are what? 1, 2 are the minterms. So for this, we need a 2 variable K-map. Two variable K-map. That is the T and Qn 0 1 0 1, and minterms are what? 1 2. So this is a 1 and this is a 2. And you can do what? Single cell grouping only. We can group only single cell grouping only. And for this mapping, the Qn plus 1 will be for this grouping, it is a T Q bar, T Qn bar plus T bar Qn. That is, you can write it as a T XOR Qn. To T XOR Qn. Okay. So that is, you are getting the XOR operation. You can check it here. You can check it here. So for observe the two T Qn Qn plus 1, whether you are getting the XOR operation or not. So when you are getting the logic 1 or the output side, whenever there is the odd number of ones in the input section, you are getting what? Logic 1. Don't bother with clock. It's the clock is a just a controlling signal. So your actual inputs are T and Qn only. Okay. So for observing the columns of T and Qn, whenever you are having the odd number of ones, you are getting the output 1. That is what? XOR operation. Okay. You can do cross verification like this in your examination. Let's go for the characteristic table. That's the T and Qn plus 1. T and Qn plus 1. T value 0, T value 1. You can observe here. So whenever you got T value 0, we are getting the no change output. We are getting the no change output. And if you are having T equals 1, you are getting the complement output, right? That is, we can write it like with T value 0, you are going to get no change Qn, and T value 1, you will get the Qn bar. Now let's go for the excitation table. Excitation table. that is qn plus 1 and we need the value of t for 0 0, for 0 1, for 1 0, for 1 1. So there is no complement here. Why? Because so there is no more than one case here. For 0 0 t value 0, for 0 1 t value 1, for 1 0 t value 1, for 1 1 t value 0, right? Let me write down these cases here. So here for 0 0 you will get 0 and 1 and 1 and 0. So this is the story of the T flip-flop and as well as the 4 flip-flops. So after this, let me write down summary of this flip-flops here. Let me make a summary. That is the flip-flop and corresponding characteristic equation. And for SR flip-flop, we got Qn plus 1 is equals to S plus R bar Qn. And for JK flip-flop or for JK flip-flop, we observed Qn plus 1 is equals to J Qn bar plus K bar Qn. And coming to for D flip-flop, it's a data flip-flop. So same as the D only. And toggling T flip-flop, the output will be XOR operation of T and present state TQN. Okay. So it's the story of the flip-flops. Next we'll discuss the conversions. That is the flip-flop conversions. That is a conversion from the SR to JK flip-flop and JK to SR or SR to T or T to SR, like that. From one flip-flop to other flip-flop, how to convert the conversions. We'll see the topic in the next lecture. So with this, I would like to conclude the today's session. So one more thing, dear students, I have been uploading videos. That is because of you only. As you know, we are dealing in the online lectures. There may be problem at your places, like network issues. Sometimes you are unable to hear my voice clearly, or sometimes you are unable to connect to the audio, or you are unable to join the meeting. So in those cases, you can go through the videos. You can go through the videos in the YouTube. Okay. So for that purpose only, I am providing the videos in the YouTube only. It's not for sake of mine. Nothing will come with that for me. Okay. So please go through the videos. And one more thing, I would like to share you one thing regarding digital electronics. So it is a scoring subject for both semester examination as well as the competitive examinations. And if you think very logically, that too, if you think very logically, it is very scoring subject. You need not to buy out anything. It's not like any theory subjects. You don't want to buy out anything. If you understand the concept, directly you can do the problems in the examinations. So please try to go with the our subject. Uh, that is conceptually, not by heart, not do the one day batting for digital electronics, especially for D subject. So whoever want to prepare for your gate examinations, gate exam, so please try to read any subject or any topic, try to learn the concepts. Okay. Okay, thank you. We'll see in the next lecture. You may leave now.